Well, then, let's go. Grand Final is starting. Another season final, but yeah, the training is extremely limited. Are we actually immediately live? Okay. And I cannot talk too much. This is a over 5 minutes long map. It's just crazy that we have such a map in. I never finished it yet. Yeah, Heath will win. It's very obvious. He has all the world records. He did not invest much time either. Like, all his world records look very improvable, but it is very obvious that he was the only one looking at least a bit. Yeah, and Fredwolf will be the other very good player that I maybe can battle with for second place. Yeah, Lawmanos will also know the maps because he played every weekly edition. He won the... He had the most points basically on the season for the qualification to the final because he played every edition. Most likely he knows everything. I got that really good, holy shit. There's one part I drove wrong. I just remembered that you could yeet there. Now I have sadly no car to follow anymore. So, from here never drove it. I hope I find a way. There won't be that many finisher here. Like, this will take so long, 3 rounds on this map. But yeah, what do we do here? It is basically a cup mode with Finalist. Point limit is 650. Winner gets 20 points. So you have an idea how long this is gonna be. Oh god, eh. I mean, the other maps are shorter, but this map here, of course, alone takes so long, and maybe we actually will go into the second map rotation, and then we see this map again. That would be so stupid. Why do we start with this one? Hey, also the first one they were side by side here. Did they also again both crash here? No. Here I'm catching up a lot always. What are there many cars? Huh? Where am I? What? Are you kidding me? You can miss this? Yeah, without that respawn, I would have been ahead. In second place. Oh, that's someone else. It was in second place. It was already surprising to me how easy it was to catch up. Yeah, I would need to check that again with the prize pool to be exact. But yeah, top 8 gets some prizes. How many players are we now actually? 10. But there's also the admin here. Yeah, it's pretty much everyone gets something, and I believe that the first places are around 20-25, but I'm not completely sure anymore. The maps here that you see, they were driven and discovered in the weekly editions of this cup. I didn't play all of them, so some maps I saw now for the first time right before the final here started, and sometimes only checked the world record replay like on the previous map because it was way too long. I was not able to finish this beforehand. But I saw where to go at least, because I watched the world record and remembered it luckily. This map here I know pretty well, I can say. Because this one I played more than once in the weekly cups. But also Heath and Friedwolf played it multiple times. Oh wait, we have only 2 rounds per map. And there was no warm-up. I thought I just tried warm-up. But this is not a warm-up. This was actually live. Yeah, so Heath is winning this for sure. And Friedwolf myself will battle for 2nd place, but we have to see how much of a battle it then actually is. This could be that Friedwolf is just winning that battle very easily. Especially if I have something like this happening. Damn it. Seemingly you can and should take the ending a lot more risky. Also now in the end, when I went through the maps, I saw that Friedwolf actually played also some of them and was not so far away from Heath's times. But we will go on with another very long track. Where I had some interesting battles. In one weekly edition. RIP. Heath actually still won this round, wow. Maybe I would have won the round if I had cars off, but I felt like I don't care, I keep them on actually for this race. But it could be that I would have driven a bit faster without cars. So maybe I have it wrong in memory, but now I drive sub 140 easily with this run as well. Was? Nein. Och nö. What? I was leading? Hä? I thought first place was miles in front. But this here is an annoying round because that was so unnecessary, that touch. Like, I thought I would get a nose slide, but I actually didn't have a nose slide. I could have just done the normal drift. And then this touch was the reason why they got closer. Then I got a bit nervous and lost my gear in that nose slide, and then they were really close. And the rest is just, yeah, no, if I had cars off, it wouldn't have changed the outcome. But with cars on, hearing them, and then, yeah. But I don't know how they could risk that last transition so much. And I was so confused that it was two cars as well, and they both got so much speed out of it. What the heck? I didn't expect that I was leading. Was there really a 1 on my car? Because I have not realized that at all. Ach, scheiße. No warm-up, guys. I'm not so focused anymore. There is no warm-up. This is so confusing. I always go after the map change into the track and I have the feeling, yeah, warm-up. But there's no warm-up. This was live. Like, this was the second place that I threw away now. Now I take second. And Friedwolf crashed. Lomanos, nice. So I catch up a bit again. No. Oh God. Oh, which map is this? Oh yeah, this one. Nah, what the fuck? Nein! Okay, why not just too risky? Dude, I wanted to get into the safe finish to save. And then this is more risky. So lap was garbage, what the heck? Already the start here was absolutely garbage. Okay, now I make points again. Yeah, the double checkpoint ring jump is quite risky, but then so doable that you have to do it. Like, it's doable enough and brings a lot. But if you have, of course, such a jump where you land on your roof, it looked like in my first attempt on the first run that I actually would glide into the standing respawn checkpoint, and then it just got a bit of a booster effect and stopped. Like, if there was no booster, I would have nicely glided towards the checkpoint, but yeah, that was quite unfortunate. Which map is this? Ach so, this map. Wait, why does everyone survive this part? No. I was sure that I have him. What I didn't know was I followed basically the lines from Fredwolf and Heath through this big bowl, while the ghost next to me was going low. And yeah, apparently I had not enough speed to take that white line. I was jumping then in that part. Of course. In the fight against Fredwolf, it goes really unfortunate for me. The fact that Lormanos was sniping me, but then against Fredwolf he loses the battle in the last moment. And is again between Fredwolf and myself. That's very unfortunate. That's very not helpful as well. But he's seemingly good on this track, but it's mainly this one transition. Where, like, whenever I drove at full speed, I never survived, so I went safe now. The funny thing is, Heath actually had to respawn there. So he respawned, and then it worked for him, and he had so much more speed that it was still easily winning the round. Where do we go? What's this map that I didn't really know? Again I have him right, and also someone else actually. And Fredwolf loses against Heath again. Heath is still on a perfect. Like whenever it was close, Heath was always then winning. Especially on this one map where he was sniping. Or was it on two different maps actually? No, it was actually the same map twice. But in the one round I wasn't even aware that he was behind. But on this map I'm of course chanceless, I've never driven it. Okay, purple gets at least also denied by Lormanos. There's a 3-point gap from 4th to 5th. The one time where I was actually down in 8th hurts because of that a bit. Generally my gap to Fredwolf is a bit big. Like I want to be within one finalist points range, ideally. That was lucky, eh? By the guy in front of me. Painful most likely. Is it? Yeah. That Bonk could have lost him more time. Nice. Oof. I've never done this cut. I saw it once, and luckily I made it. My nobody's finishing. Why is Fredwolf only losing 2 points on me? Nice, I gained 7 points on purple. On Fate Wood. Scheiße. When I had him, I knew this was the last corner, but I didn't know how tight it is. I thought it was a tight corner. He had actually no chance to overtake me, it was just because I drifted in too long. Nah. I mean, this map here, I did not really remember the way. And I think I had that. No, I'm not sure now. I thought I had that bug where I don't steer full, that Granadi always has in the first shift, but now I had the same issue. And that last round on the previous map, that really annoys me. From 2nd down to 7th or 6th, and how everyone... No, it was actually 5th in the finish. And that, but missing the top 4 where there is this point gap. Oh, I thought I could snipe. Why did he release? He only failed because he released. Okay guys, 1 round without cross now. I was playing a lot better. But he's still ahead. Let's make cars off until someone beats Heath in a round. Because with cars on it is too easy for him. Like he won some rounds only because I had cars on. But now it is his goal. Now he will actually try to win every round. This here is also the map that I was waiting for. Because on this map anything could happen. This has a cut, a reroute. And it gets fully decided by a thing that I'm not doing now. I will take it safe. But the question is, does Heath get it consistent, the risky way of the cut? And he lost to purple. But he overtook me in the end because I got a land bar. And okay, there is an edge where I landed, but I had no idea about that edge. again behind both of them. That's quite funny. I make cars off and immediately Heath loses. And it doesn't even have to do with me. It is just pure coincidence that exactly in that moment this map came, where I also felt like this map has the highest chances. Because either... Also actually it was perfect, because Fredwolf was going for the risky cut, and I was going for the safe option. Fredwolf basically forces Heath to also go for the risky, and if he fails then I would be there. Oh, quick patch change. Oh god, I'm out of time. We lost a bit of time. We're going straight. Absolutely not ready for this now. It's the only map with this gamepad. Oh, again. I could change again, but too late. We have again old car, they are after each other. But yeah, Rally Ice doesn't really matter which gamepad I use. Even though I feel a bit better also on the smoother gamepad. But from here on it is smooth steer driving, that's why. Hard copy at least. But how does it continue? How does it continue? Scheiße. I didn't remember it. Obviously down to 4th. Like in that moment when you see it, you cannot steer anymore. The whole downhill of the looping, you have no grip. Also it was an easy second place. It's a bit shit because I lost now 2 points to Friedwolf instead of gaining 4. Like it's a 6 points loss in the battle. It's a bit unfortunate because like was ahead. Clearly ahead. It was literally just that I didn't remember how this exit looked like. I remembered that you have to brake. I remembered that at some point. But that you have to be so far in the middle of the looping or right side from the downhill, that is something I did not remember anymore. That was of course more important. I won a round! Woohoo! Haha! I won a round! As we will definitely go back to the first map, where we have to try 5-minute runs again. Which maps are even still missing? Apparently this one, and I don't really know which one this map is. Oh. Scheiße. I'm also staying ahead of him. Blind jumps are amazing, right? I just didn't want to save it too hard so that he overtakes me because I knew I won that battle. So maybe jump out here. Yeah, but how did the others drive that? I don't remember. Or is it just turning around? Ah, I don't care. I don't remember it actually. But most likely it's just turning around, but I don't remember that turning around, how it looked like. But yeah, doesn't matter. Look, they all respawn. Oh my god, I'm also... No way. Why is this respawn so bad? Oh no, now I'm last. I was just getting second. I was in third, but I was confident to get second. Ach, man. I'm right behind second place, guys. Right behind second place. Oh my god, that was so easy. And ach man, what is this transition here? When you jump off further right, you apparently clip, and if you jump up here in the middle, where it is basically the largest, there you overjump easily. Amazing. No idea what that map now is. Also lots of sausage. Yeah. Amazing, got this hold on. Showed me the way, guys. Okay. Okay. Now the next part I remember. Huh. Ah. Yeah, and Fredwolf of course only losing 2 points now. Ach Mensch. Did I do this wrong? No, I have to do it like that. More cups? Yeah, tomorrow, but not not today. I can't wait for a long sleep that next night. So. Ach so, yeah, he won. I didn't even realize. Yeah, now we are... Heath is through exactly with 1 rotation. What the heck? So now it's a 1v1 between myself and Fredwolf. Nice water. Okay. Am I playing the Grand tomorrow? Yeah, I have to decide that. Either the Grand or the monthly RPG Cup. And in the evening then the TM awards. The thing is, I have to of course prepare the TM awards still a little bit. And I have to prepare my whole apartment, because my father comes in the evening as well. So that means I also have to deal with that. Yeah. Still tricky. And theoretically, I would have loved to also hunt the weekly shorts this week a bit more. So I was hunting them already. But they are forbidding the whole campaign of weekly shorts, which I thought could actually be possible, but yeah. Only if you absolutely know life and get 2 world records. Which I think was possible, but like I had no time now. I think that on map 2 of these weekly shorts I have chances. Why does he get it always so good? Why do they always go full risk there? They were never getting it. Neither Heath nor Freightwolf. Never any one of them got that good. They're just taking the boosters that I didn't even know exist because I watched a world record, but then I found them. Like, this is so much better. What a shit part that is, huh? That you can miss that checkpoint is so stupid. Could have beaten Freightwolf twice on this map, would have been nice. But now he will win this round. Funny how we always meet each other here. Like, here, every single round that I'm jumping down there, other cars are coming. It's really funny. Like every round. Is that still a chance? And there is only the old car part left. Don't think that Fleetwood is losing so much. He is losing that much. Fail of the year. Hello, congrats on the win this morning. Hope travel home was better than travel there. It was not much better, to be honest. It was a bit better. But the beginning of it was again like big waiting, and unsureness. But it worked out in the end. Like, I had a lot of buffer for the first train that I wanted to take. I did that on purpose. I actually drove earlier and did not take the fastest connection. I took like the safest connection. But even that like was almost going bad. I mean, it was not that close, but there was a moment where I was standing in Cologne and was not sure if my train is actually ever coming. Until it then luckily finally came. Oh, does everyone survive this now, suddenly? How do they do that? I have no idea. Like, everyone is just surviving this ending. Like, you can overwall. You can actually just slide over the wall when you go too fast. And now I was already quite fast, touching the wall. But I lost so much speed afterwards. I have no idea how everyone else is getting this really good. It's crazy. Could you have gone there by car? In theory, but car is not an option at all for me. Oh shit, Friedwolf as well. Man, this was one of my best maps in the weekly cups. Now everyone got it so good in front that it will be hard to catch that up. Because it's just dirt map. People are not losing so much on normal dirt. And then they are so good in the ending. And probably Friedwolf is now still getting second, and I stay on fifth. No, actually, Friedwolf did not get them. What the heck, eh? Yeah, also this is of course one thing, but generally I don't like to use my car outside of the travel to work. And like, I would have had so many more issues figuring out how to park at that LAN event. Where to park, how to park. And, you know, I travel for free with train. Because I have a ticket for that. For Regio trains I travel for free. It would be stupid to use the car if I have the other thing for free, so... Because exactly for things like this I have that ticket where I can ride for free. Exactly for moments like this. And the question also has to be there if cars actually faster. Like, of course it is faster if the trains have delay. But if the trains were punctual, the train could be much better. Plus in the train you can do things. For example sleeping, which I wanted to do but couldn't because I was forced in the bus. And had to organize everything if I can actually participate or not. Would be very helpful if I would beat Fredwolf again. Looks good, he's not second. Because then Fredwolf will not make it into Finalist. Perfectly, but he will miss Finalist slightly. And it could be that we reach Finalist in the same round. Which is of course the best I could ask for. Let's see if he still gets second. But it doesn't really matter. It makes it more funny. Because then I really denied him here. But no, he's only third. To be honest, I am in the same situation than Fredwolf. He was 40 points away and I am 60 points away. So he will definitely need two more rounds. And I could also make it in 2 more rounds if I win both. But if I get denied, then I have the same issue that he has, because I will also be at 610. Also it's pretty similar. Depends of course a lot on the map that we get now. But I think the maps were pretty bad for me. Fredwold was often ahead. Oh wait, never mind. This map is good for me actually. Yeah, but don't be so sure. I don't know if it is 25 euros. I think it is around that region. We have to check it afterwards. It was announced somewhere. Ah! Nice. It could be that we switch now to a map where he is clearly favorite. Could be. Because there were a few maps, he got a big lead to me at some point here. Oh, it's this map. Oh god. Starty sides. Yeah, GG. He's in the lead. This map here gave chances for anyone. If he just survive. I mean, there's still the end he could fuck up, but I doubt that he will. Oh, maybe. No, it was someone else. Ah. GG purple. So this is what I needed to be in a battle with him. It was also not perfect, but it would have been better. Yeah. Let's check now if I can find it. Wait. Oh. DRC news. Is this the one? Yeah. Good evening. Finalist, blob. Oh, and I forgot the most important part. 100 euro in cash prizes. 35, 20, 15, 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2. Also, actually more, because in his other editions it was not 100 summed up. It was much less. And many people got like 1 or 2 euros, which is really strange. But no, this time actually a bit bigger. So it was like a battle for 5 euros here. But still good, I would say. I mean, also free money, as you see. There's not really anyone else. There could have been. Often there are some other Frenchies together with Thief on the server. Omega, Tark. But they haven't been here now. Like everyone that plays here gets money.